Welcome to our channel. I would like to invite you into our little world in winter Wonderland, Norway. In this episode, we visit an outdoor museum called Eiktunet in the town Gjøvik and give you a peek into the Norwegian history and architecture from the 1800s. I test out a Norwegian kicksled, a means for transportation that is very popular in Norway, Sweden, and Finland. And we check on our bees to make sure they are safe and sound in the snow. The world around me is completely frozen. All is white and it is cold. The vegetation is encapsulated in tiny ice crystals, shimmering in the sunlight. The trees are weighed down with heavy snow. In contrast to the white landscape, the sky is an astounding shade of blue with big cotton clouds. It is another winter day on the farm in February, and we have to shovel a great deal of snow. Simply one of the chores that has to be done. Surprisingly enough, this is very little snow in comparison to what we normally have this time of year. We have been lucky with the temperature as well. Last year we experienced cold snaps as cold as 28 degrees minus Celsius. It felt as if winter would never lift its icy grip. But as always, the spring arrived and another cycle of life was completed. Bring in the muscles. That's hard work. It's heavy snow.
Well, the snow is still light, so it's better to take it now before it gets wet and heavy.
Yeah.
Hi, Erin.
Hey!
What you doing?
I'm practicing with the spark, and I had to stop on this bridge because the view is so nice.
Norwegians, they call it spark because that means kick.
Yeah.
So you sort of kick. Come on.
You sort of kick like you're riding a scooter.
Yeah.
And if you go downhill, then you can put both feet up on the rails and you glide.
And you glide.
You glide, just like on skis.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's so nice.
Yeah. So it's about a kilometer to our mailbox. And I borrowed this old spark. It's called a spark in Norwegian. And it's like a cross between skis and a sled. And I'm all out of breath. I'm in such bad shape. So the spark is a Norwegian invention, and it's used for transportation. So sometimes they put sand on the roads, and it's hard to use it. But up here, they don't put any sand on the road, so it glides smooth on the snow. And in town, they only put sand on half of the sidewalk so that there's a path for the sparks, to go past. So makes it really nice for people to get around. But it's a lot of fun, and I need some practice using it. But kids use it, grannies use it, use the sparks, and it's a lot of fun.
It's up to my knees in snow.
We are looking forward to a mild spring, to watch our bees collect pollen and nectar. Pollinating as they fly from flower to flower is very special. It is sad to see when bees die. These bees have done their job keeping the hive warm. The oldest bees are forced to the outside of the cluster surrounding the queen. Did you know that the less the bees work, the longer they live? In the summer, they basically work themselves to death and only live for about 40 days. During the winter, they can live as long as 5 months when they are inactive. This is a beautiful view of Norway's largest lake, Mjøsa, in the distance, and we are on our way to visit Eiktunet Museum. Eiktunet is an outdoor museum of local history in a town called Gjøvik. There are 33 old buildings that have been collected from the district, which represent a part of the rural communities from the 18th and 19th centuries. Below the snow is also a few burial mounds and other remains from farm settlements. We are visiting an outdoor museum where they have collected old buildings from a long time ago.
Yeah, a lot of these buildings, they're like hundreds of years old. So they collected these buildings from this entire area and they put them up. They rebuilt them here.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of cool.
So
And inside you can, in the summer, it's open when there's not a pandemic.
yeah.
You can go inside and you can see how people live. It's pretty neat.
Uh-huh. The magnificent nature makes the area ideal for nice strolls and recreation all year round. It is free to visit the area and peek into the windows of the old buildings to get a glimpse back in time. Here you can see the different social status of the farmers of Norway's history. The help often slept in the loft above the livestock to keep warm, while the landowner enjoyed luxuries such as ornate furniture and comforts of home together with his fortunate family. Historically, the land was difficult to farm. Only about 3% of the Norwegian landmass is suitable for agriculture. And since Norway is a cold and hard weather country, there are limits to what crops that could be farmed to this day. You know, sometimes things have a funny way of working out. When I was a child living in a temperate climate in the United States with short winters and long hot summers, I often dreamt of foreign lands and cultures. I longed to see the world. I got my wish when I met Tommy. Yes, it is incredibly hard to leave things behind, especially loved ones. I often wonder what my life would have been like had I not left the United States 20 years ago. I miss my American family dearly, and the pandemic does not make things easier. My only wish is to see my family again. I will find serenity in the pristine nature that surrounds me and concentrate on my beautiful sons and wonderful husband, because life is only as good as you make it.
It was a beautiful day. I'm out of breath. It's a lot of walking, but it's good exercise. This place is just so amazing, and I'm glad I could share it with you. Be sure to join us next week for a new video, and please subscribe to our channel. Bye!